Today is our presentation, so please.
Ferhat, welcome. You will talk about
we'll talk about
avoiding urban chaos.
Yes. In Pristina. In Pristina, that is the main town in Kosovo, new state. My project, I will start with the background and content of this project. During my daily work and long time as an architect, I find a lot of, last 3-4 years, I find a lot of problems in urban planning, in developing, in working with many urban regulatory plans, and seeing that a lot of building design by me and my company is not good future, seeing that they are surrounded by not adequate traffic, not adequate buildings, infrastructure and other things. My interest and my vision for the future was to work on urban planning, to what I can do as an architect or urban planner for future of these buildings, for future of this town, and for better infrastructure in better city at all. And when I see this program that is about integrated urban planning, I guess that it was really as it is to help to integrate all parts, and during this time it was really helpful for me to find the best topics and best weakness and traits that can make better, and to produce this document that can be useful not just for municipality but for all stakeholders. I want to thank my company that I have a big support on this. They have a big support in doing this project because they think that this is useful also for private investors like my company private. Pristina today is almost in chaos. The infrastructure is very bad. Their road network is not maintained. It's not organized. We don't have good organized public transport. During the winter, there is no cleaning of ice and other things in the road. And to see why this is like that, I have gone in the past and checked what happened, who has planned this down, what was realized from these plans, and what was not, where are the roots of this chaos, and what is today, what is wrong today. The good thing is there is the potential of people to build in Pristina. There is a very fast growth of town, but growing doesn't mean developing. Sometimes can be opposite. It can be very, very, very bad, and it's not developing but making it chaos. Despite all international organizations helping and working on Pristina and a lot of local people, there is still a lot of things that we need to do in all aspects, social, spatial, and environmental aspects. As I said before, I have gone to the first plans. I read a lot of Pristina from ancient time, from very long period. And point was to find where are the best places that my company has to work, because we work a lot, we build a lot of buildings that can contribute to reduce urban planning and to make infrastructure and better living conditions for these people. My objective of this project was to promote integrated special development strategies for city, especially for these rural areas that are not in good relation with inner city. As a result, how I make analysis in same manner, in same the results come. The results comes in all aspects, in social, in spatial, and environmental. As a special solution for avoiding urban or reducing it, it's transit towns or satellite cities. You can find in different names in literature that Pristina has done, and I think that developing this satellite or transit cities can give time. It's a strategic point because that can give times a city to make better regulatory plans. Because as you can see later, we have some regulatory plans that are not working, that have a lot of lacks. Also, it was started to make a big road as a developing point from airport to Pristina. It was promoted before, and I think that is going to finish after 1 year. The weakest point of all this is environmental aspect. There is no care, there is no codes. We use some European standards. Some companies use some codes, but it's not a national standard and no national codes that are forced to be implemented for different companies. And if you can see the Pristina, you have different buildings with different standards of environmental aspect. Okay, I will now discuss about this analysis, how I found reasons of existing urban chaos in Pristina. The first regulatory plan that I found, it was from 1937. That was purchasing for 192 hectares and 16,000 inhabitants. As you can see, this is a small city. It was with just 16 inhabitants. And from that plan, also another one. They just go one by one in the same center because city has its history from ancient time through the different empires have their buildings, and but every plan that comes, they are covering same center, making a new buildings, showing the power of each generation and each planet. And this is one of the main reasons of chaos that you can see in Pristina, without any building or street or part of town that can shows the old town and different cultures that have been in its center. I will call this colonial climate because all these plans have done by ex-Yugoslavia, by different designers, not local. We don't have any local designers, and that is the reason they don't care about the tradition of these buildings having before. After year of 1099, war in Kosovo, international urbanists in cooperation with local urban planners have made strategic plan of Pristina. But this plan was not funded after it was approved, and it was not enough capacity building to improve them. And as a result of these plans, or the regulatory plans that I discussed before, that has a lot of lags when we start implementing them. I was working in 4 of these regulatory plans. They have a lot of different statements, different approaches, and they are, I would like to say, very difficult to implement. I think this all have caused these effects, like a lack of integrated strategies, lack of infrastructure, and illegal buildings that Pristina has. Until 3 years before, all the buildings are illegal without any urban planning permission. This always is a reason for increasing urban chaos. This was analyzed. Objectives. As a main objective, as you see, is my work, is to reduce urban chaos in Pristina through planned special economical and social sustainability, promoting satellite sites with strong identities. I want to stop there because as I see, and I have lectures with our facilitator, Mr. Abdella, he told me that really is important this satellite cities to have identities, to have their own sources of economic development, social, and not being as just people sitting there and going back to work, because in that case they are doing more and more urban things. Capacity building and institutional sustainability. I have a lot of contact with people like in Ministry of Special Planning, with local authorities in municipality, and really almost every year is at that we are trying to find a way to have a master in urban planning. It was one in private university. I was attending that private, but they stopped doing this because they want to put it in public sector. Also, it's important to have multidimensional integrated urban planning. That means that we have to see all the parts. We don't have a good experience with the public participation. I was in some of the public participation, and we have very small number of participants for a very important urban regulatory plan. And sometimes for one small regulatory plan, we have a lot of people. That is not good support. This main objective to promote integrated special development, I find very supported by people in ministry, because a lot of them have been part of this course during the years, but I can find them in municipality. No one of them was part of this, and they are very happy when we discuss about this, when I introduce the principles of integrated urban planning. But I think more, and we are planning to continue with explaining principles and to put in life, in daily work. And one of the objectives that I'm very happy with during this 6 months, I have a lot of work and contact with municipality, with my director, and we identify a very good zone for making a complex of buildings with multi-housing, and we start. I was in the municipality, we take all the permissions that are needed, and it was realized. Results. As I said, the first is special is this satellite cities. Obilic, Kusosova, and Libya. They are small cities. The infrastructure already there. The railroad is, and what is just to identify resources of this, and this identity is what they have and how they can grow, start building the multi-family building, social buildings, and reducing pressure to make security. Also, I have to say that this part of Kosovo is very good position, central position. There is two main roads going to Albania and Montenegro, and Macedonia, also railroad, and they are very good connected to that existing infrastructure can be more better designed, better urban design, and help to reduce this pressure and giving a time to urban planners, inner city, to make better road plans and to try to make transport effective and to take care about environmental issues. Also, another thing that, as a very good Nazarite said, that is integrated all parts. One of the biggest problems in our country is to have a concept of political parties, because we have a lot of changes. Prime Minister every year changes this 10 years. Just the last one is 2 years. And we have a different parties coming in. And for these strategies, for this, it's very important role, political support of major of Pristina. One of the support that he needs is Pristina law that he has submitted but is waiting